From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup, and we are all set to go, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the New York Jets. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Ready!
Opening play, and Stroud will throw it. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. And they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
Check it.
Stroud sets up the play action. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line. Warriors 70. Let's go.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. Airing this one out for Evans. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Jets at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Stroud's throw here into the hands of Moore. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 41.
19 Lions. Ready?
The throwing again is Stroud. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Stroud looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
They're giving him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Stroud. That pass complete to Moore. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
They'll run for the first time with a speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. When you talk about this Jets defense, against the pass, they've had some issues. Ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
When they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. And here's Trenton Gill on to punt. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is brought in at the 21. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wonder just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play. Not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
On 1st down, here's Stroud. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Past the 20. Down the left sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. DJ Moore. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they have things going in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight. And that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And 3rd and 1 now. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. And here's Trenton Gill now. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Jets will take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get...
There he goes, left side. Touchdown! DJ Moore. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Hurts. Sliding, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Throwing is Hurts. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, that's one of the quarterback who put both hands on the helmet and say, I can't believe I just did that. If he puts a little more touch on that ball, the receiver's still running. Instead, it's just an incomplete pass.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juju Brents. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Trap 50.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. This is caught by Evans. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Throwing now is Stroud. And he's brought down. 14-0 to score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
On the jump. Ready.
Williams will take this one in. Touchdown, New York.
Sometimes offense, if you get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Pushing his way through. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Hurts throw complete here to Kmet. And he'll be out right at the 35. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
This offense so far on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. So the big gain through the air, but scratch it all off because he could not hang on to the football.
And you have to like what they did on defense here. They didn't give up on the play. Big yardage given up.
And this is going to be intercepted. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. They'll drop to throw. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. They'll look to throw. It's caught here by Adams. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Jets' 48-yard line.
Looking to throw. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Jalen Thompson picks it. The 20. 5, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Well, you start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. All right, this is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the route is on here in this first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Another run for Gibbs here. And he's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage, but that's about it. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. Right side complete to Mechie. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
To number 8, John Mechie. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Back to throw. This is caught by Addison. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, Silver.
Back to throw again. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Devontae Adams. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now a 28-7 ball game.
Vikings 7. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play. And there he goes, right side. Inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Devin Duvernay. His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets continue to pull away here in this first half. The try here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
On first down, Hurts. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. They shakes him off. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is fielded at the 27. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And it will be first and 10 as they take over.
Here we go.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. 1st and 10, it's Stroud. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 2nd down, it's Stroud. Airing this one out for Evans. It's tipped, but it doesn't matter. He still catches it. A big play there just before halftime. 61 yards. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Stroud. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be.
Let's go.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
65 catch, 65 catch.
Stroud will look to throw once more. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Final play of the half, Stroud. Touchdown, Jets! Zach Ertz, as time expires in the first half. And the Jets will extend their lead on a final play of the half. Big decision there. They say forget the field goal and go for it, and it pays off.
I wonder who was in the ear of the head coach on this one. Did he make this call on his own? Or maybe the analytics coach got involved. And a lot of times you talk about that all week before the game. Hey, if we're in certain situations, analytics actually says do it this way, which might be against the norm. And it paid off for them in a really nice way.
Cashing in and there on the final play of the first half. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
You know, we always talk about the chess match in a football game, but we're usually talking about offensive coordinator versus defensive coordinator. How about the special teams coaches? I think we just saw a big-time adjustment by one to help his team get a spark to start the second half.
That's throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Here's back-to-back catches for Devontae Adams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
2nd and a couple. That's a jet sweep. This is Adams. And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. Hurts. And that would be incomplete.
Coverage is awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
73. Hey, 73.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And the Vikings first down.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Flushed out right. Touchdown, Vikings! Jordan Addison from 17 yards out. And the Vikings are able to at least get 1 score back. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Lutz with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
42. Vikings 14. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Let's just call that play exactly what it is. Needed, because they wanted to get back in the game, and they knocked the ball free, and now they have a chance to do exactly that.
They got the chance. Now they have to take advantage. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Jahmyr Gibbs, a 21-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings get a bit closer. Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that the defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Vikings 21. Will Lutz.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Stroud. Flush to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Cup 19! Cup 19!
Stroud on third down now. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on third down.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Take it at the 37. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Hey! 63.
Throwing is Hurts. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
A pretty decent gain on the tough run before he's brought down at the 25. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Here's Hurts to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown! Davante Adams with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points. But he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple more times to give them a chance.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Tackle there by Michael Pierce.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
22 yards. That's good.
19 tight, 19 tight. Go.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. And this one caught downfield by Evans. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Panther 60, Panther 60. 79 Broncos.
The throwing again is Stroud. Open man is Duvernay. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 17-yard line.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. Over the middle, complete. That's Evans. And the Jets are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
60, 60.
Stroud looking to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
And down here, first and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal.
7 Pirates.
And Stroud now to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And now third and goal following incompletions on first and second down. Again, it's Stroud. Flushed out right. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up fourth down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on fourth and goal. Throwing now is Stroud. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with a football. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a fourth here. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
The Vikings on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That is caught. And they work this out past the 25. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
24-yard gain on the play. First down.
On first down, Hurts rolling to his right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Go silver, right?
Second down, here's Hurts. Completes this to Addison out left. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Vikings first down.
They'll look to throw again. They'll roll him out right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Jets are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Intercepted. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
Top low, 18. Let's go.
Play action. Stroud now. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
2nd and 10. They give it to Williams, running right. And some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
At the 34-yard line.
Get it. Ready.
They run it again with Williams. And he'll go down at the 28. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up with what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Devin Duvernay. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Jets look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And this will be a Vikings 1st down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line. Back to throw now on 1st down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So here's a 3rd and 14. He'll look to throw. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Vikings. Jahmyr Gibbs. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. Well, the Vikings are pointing. They've got it. Minnesota football. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Now for the point after. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Yeah, the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Well, fourth quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is...
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Hurts. And now here is another interception. Desmond King picks it. And the Jets will take over here just shy of the 30. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. CD, this is the ideal situation in the fourth quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful, they've been dangerous. You're exactly right. They can end this one on their own terms. As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Meanwhile, Stroud's throws on target to Duvernay. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
60 Maverick.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Stroud will look to throw once more. Airing this one out for Evans. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Jets come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Stroud off the play fake. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Jets, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers.
Fix my cheek real quick. Baby, go. Yeah. What you mean you don't know how I'm stepping? What you mean you don't know what I'm repping? I'm good on my hood like they call me the blessing. You jacking my side, you gotta come and check in. That's the way it get hectic. Don't let me slide up on you, no electric. You hit them like it's Tetris. You felt the way and all you do is text and listen. I don't know why they mentioning beef. I don't think no one better than me. You can say what you want, but my steppers don't speak. If I tell them to go, then they stepping on 3 like border chain. That's competitive. Me make it rain in your hood like I weather the street. So my label we good. I'ma get to the breach. You only as tough as your weapon could be. I done Connie and Dylan. I got off the block. Cause the hate and put that in the watch. The ice on my neck is little shorty on hot. It's some rappers that want me to flop. I don't care about no dissing cause none of them pop. And I'm shooting my stars off a pop. They be all on my DM like when you gon' drop. Look, it get boring just me at the top. It get boring just me at the top. I be shaking their hearts every time that I drop. Like when I walk in the spot, it's you won't be in this. If you don't make it hot like new deal. AP, I done signed up with Def Jam. Jay-Z, got the in my left hand. Play me every time that I step them. Hate me like what? Play with the gang and you play with your life. Put a bag in your head, it don't matter the price. Put on their neck, so I got me some ice. If I'm dissing you once, I ain't saying it twice. Said I got time today, I done stepped in the field, I got time to play. And my exes are the bear, time to wait. Blocking, I said I need time away. Like, what you mean you don't know how I'm stepping? What you mean you don't know what I'm repping? I'm good on my hood like they call me the blessing. You jacking my side, you gotta come and check in. That's the way it get hectic. Don't let me slide up on you, no electric. Blocking, hit them like it's Tetris. You felt the way and all you do is text and listen.
Touchdown in the new town, I already feel that it's eyes on me. I'm getting looked up, down with these big